What's going on, Doozers, and welcome to episode 28 on the Shadowtopia server. We are starting today off at the zoo, but not at the zoo, if that makes any sense. We're not actually going to be doing anything here right now. I mean, we got stuff to do, don't get me wrong, and we're going to take a quick tour and see what's happening, because a lot has changed. But you see, I noticed as we were wandering around the server that there's something that nobody's selling yet. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is selling sticky buns or netherite. That's right, this stuff, the ancient debris. And, you know, during a stream on Sunday, Doodle and I got together with Wolfsman, and we mined the heck out of a section of the nether, trying to get some ancient debris and some netherite. Why? I just wanted to do something chill and relax and have fun. And then it occurred to me, you know, I went back through, oh, be quiet down there. It occurred to me as I was going through the nether a couple days later and I was mining, I noticed that we missed a whole bunch of ancient debris. And when I say a whole bunch, I mean like all of this, the 65 blocks of ancient debris. Yeah, we missed all of that. And it was hidden behind like 1 or 2 layers of netherrack. So going in there and doing a little bit of strip mining, I found that stuff, and it occurred to me, you know, maybe doing long lines of TNT isn't the way to do it. Or is it? You see, I went through half a shulker box of TNT, but our channel, this channel that we have created, was built on one thing. The Shadowtopian thing. The boomers of booming. We make TNT dupers. And guys, today we are going to make a tunnel bore that's going to mine the nether and give us all the ancient debris. So we've got the TNT, we've got the ancient debris, we've got shroom lights, we've got slime blocks, and if I'm not mistaken, over here in this wonderful chest of chestiness, we have a whole bunch of coral fans. So I think that should answer the question as to what we're doing. We are going to the nether and we're going to make a whole bunch of TNT duping tunnel bores. Hit it, Declan. works. No, stay away. Stupid phantoms. Tower. What are they after? Yeah. Get out of here. What's that? What? What's going on in here? Something's not right here. I knew that they were talking about doing science, but let's observe, replicate, research, reverse, simulate, testing live subjects. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but it definitely scares out of me. We got to go figure this out, because I mean, I don't think this was meant to be open, that's for sure. And if the wizard said he was using magic to take the wall down, but if the wizard's visiting the scientists, well, doesn't that mean that science and redstone brought the wall down? I've done a lot of redstone over the years. Perhaps this is something that we can do. Alright, so a lot of you are going to know where I am. I'm over here at the Big Dig, and I mean, we've been doing a lot over here. I just got done getting some extra chests filled up with the totems of undying. But, you know, thinking about all this, we had a whole bunch of TNT world eaters over here, and they were stuck on the wall, right? Like, just stuck. Well, what if the wall coming down isn't what made them start working again? What if they finally pushed through the wall? What if my redstone is what broke this wall in the first place? Maybe that's what let us escape. You know, I mean, this isn't a small trench we made here, you know? We were busy. Let me go find Wolfsman. We need to have a conversation with him real quick. Alright, Wolfsman, I asked you to meet me here a little bit ago. And I got a reason. I got a good reason, right?
Oh.
And it starts with something over here. Hold on.
Over there? Okay. That almost went wrong.
There you go. So, you know, it was getting laid out, and I saw these phantoms flying, and I tried to fly up here to get out of the way. All right, so we're gonna start with that. And then, a week or so ago, I was wandering around down by the police station, and I happened to see our wonderful server wizard talking to you about
Yes.
magic and mermaids.
Oh, that stuff. Yes, yes.
So then I'm walking around, right, as one does. And I'm like, oh, look at this. This is a really cool build. And I see this open door.
Ah, yes. My
Yeah.
lab.
And then I come in here and I see Doodle Moose with arrows and lava. And I see villagers with arrows and lava, and skeletons with arrow and water, and Makomis with arrows and bottles. And then, I read this book.
Yes.
Yeah, I read the book.
Oh, yes.
And then I see this, your intern, and I think you got some explaining to do.
What do you mean explaining?
Mm.
All I'm trying here is to help Doodlemoose and Makomi. Actually, mainly Doodlemoose. Makomi is the test subject to cure their mermaid transformation.
But so I was under the impression that this was magic, right? That's what I was
No,
being
this is
told.
science.
This wall came down because of magic.
Yes.
But then I started to think about some things, right? You're investigating the science of creepers and their explosions and what their explosions can do.
Yes.
Now, have you been to the Big Dig?
I have been to the Big Dig.
And you saw over at the Big Dig, there's like that whole stretch of land that got destroyed because my redstone contraptions took off.
Yes, I came across those.
So, could it be that magic had nothing to do with the wall breaking? Could it be that my redstone contraptions pressed up against that wall long enough to cause it to disintegrate?
It would depend on how strong the wall was, and how many contraptions.
I mean,
Because if it's
you saw
one,
the path of destruction.
I have seen a path of destruction, but it's still like, how big was this wall? Was it just one direction? Was it
I
all
mean,
around?
it was around the entire area, right? But I could throw things through it. Some things. Like I'd throw like a rock at it and it'd bounce off, or I'd throw a trident and it would stop. But if I threw an ender pearl, it went right through.
And you didn't go through when you threw the ender pearl.
I did. It hurt a lot, so I ended up coming. I threw another ender pearl and came back.
Unwanted visitors. I would say you would need a lot of power, like a lot of TNT to blow up such a wall of such.
But keep in mind that that's a TNT duplicator that was resting against it, and there were several of them.
It could be possible if you think about, like, I don't know how strong this wall is, as I have not seen it myself. Let's then be able to properly like test what it was capable of everything. But if the TNT duplicator would have been rested at it and would have been on all this time, it could have stacked up so much TNT and just caused like a huge impact that could have maybe broken the wall.
Just like here's what I'm thinking, right? You got a trickle of water, and at first when you look at it, a trickle of water doesn't do much, right?
Yes.
But over the course of time, that trickle of water becomes a creek, and then a river, and then a canyon.
Yes, exactly that.
There were like 6 of these TNT duplicators there, and they were just bloop, boom, bloop, boom, bloop, boom, bloop, boom, like a dripping faucet.
Yes.
So you see why I'm thinking that maybe this had nothing to do with this wizard, because if magic was so powerful, he could just snap his fingers and turn Doodle and Makomi back, right?
That's what I said.
So if magic can't do that, then magic can't drop a wall.
I mean, magic could, but in some concepts, magic and science is the same. We just go different ways about stuff. So essentially, what you can achieve with magic can be achieved with science, and vice versa.
Okay, so here's my belief. There's Humana magic, and then there's redstone.
Yes.
I think redstone took this wall down. I don't think it had anything to do with magic. I think it was just a happy coincidence.
That might have been.
Well, if that's the case, then screw these stones. Come on, I got something to show you. All right, well, so I said I had something to show you. Follow me. So you have you been here before?
I've been here once, last time with Makomi and Dudamus, to check out the Waterstone.
So Babylon has a lot of features, but here's the deal. Like, we came here and we were told, you know, oh, we got to move all these stones and we got to do this and we got to do that, and magic is going to save the day. And then there's this big earthquake.
Mistake number one.
The entire right, and then the industrial district got blown up. All my machines blew up. I was like, okay, well, it's because of magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look at this. Look. All right, right? All this power right here, and you're telling me that magic is no? Magic is just science that we don't understand yet, and it's time we understand it. You know what? I'm taking this stone. I'm taking this stone right now. There. There's one. I'm gonna go mine this stone. There's 2 stones gone. Just gonna mine all these stones.
I'm surprised to see you're uninfected by them. Because the last time I saw someone touch them, they turned into a mermaid.
Look, see? There's no magic. There's no superpowers. They're just energy crystals.
But then that means they are running out? Because I saw the moment someone touched the Waterstone, like, that's what happened to Makomi. She turned from right in front of my eyes into a mermaid. So that means these stones are weakening.
Or a different idea.
Oh?
You know, remember as a kid you used to watch people do magic and they would take their assistant and saw them in half and then magically they'd be put back together again? It's not magic, it's science. As adults, we know how that works, right? We know what they're doing. How hard is it to make everybody believe that Doodle and Makomi are actually mermaids? Let's stop looking at the world through the eyes of children and start looking at it through the eyes of science. These aren't magic stones, they're just rocks that have some form of a radiation energy in them.
That does make a lot of sense. And radiation can affect people, so that might be it. So you're saying it's more like a usage of some form of hallucination? That
Listen,
we believe them to be mermaids?
What I'm saying is we got five of these energy crystals. I'm not even calling them magic stones anymore. We've got 5 sources of power. And could you imagine what we could accomplish with 5 of these power sources?
Oh, yes. I could send creepers to space.
Space? How about the universe?
Yes.
How about the multiverse?
Ooh, yes.
Let's stop playing games. Let's get these back to your lab. I'm going to install a new security measure in your building because I don't want other people to be able to access them as easily as we just did.
Yeah.
Or as easily as I did earlier. I mean, I just kind of walked right into your place, you know? Had some phantoms coming at me. It was like, boop, I'm out.
Yeah, I expected people to be, like, not just walking, but it might require a system, yes.
Now, I am going to get some other like-minded individuals. I'm going to talk to White Top. I think Doodle's fully engulfed with the magic. I think she believes that she is a mermaid. But I don't think White Top has been completely disillusioned. We might be able to get her. And there's some other people, Blabster maybe. We're going to put an end to magic once and for all. There's... No more. It's science.
Exactly. It is science. We're just gonna take out the magic out of magic.
Take the magic out of magic. I like that. Take the magic out of magic and replace it with science.
Exactly.
Alright, so let's get over to your creeper observatory. And we'll go ahead and get squared away with getting these set up so that we can start studying them. And like I said,
yes.
I'll also make an upgraded security system so that people can't just get in your base. All right, so now that we've got that security system installed,
yes,
let's go ahead and get these things set. Oh, I knew I could count on you to have some extra stuff hidden. This is beautiful.
For the machine I'm building upstairs, I would need something to capture the energy source, and now since we have these energy crystals, we can just put one of them into this bad boy.
Well, you know what?
Who knows? Maybe it might be enough to power up the whole system.
There you go. Let's see what happens. Maybe we need the other two? Is there something we're not sure of?
Wait, let me close this off because there's a hole in here. There we go.
There's gotta be something to make this work.
So, one glass, and then this should be completely sealed off, so that it should be able to work. There we go.
Whoa.
Wow.
What?
Works.
Is this normal?
Oh, we've never really worked with these, so I don't know. This is the first time, but it'll be fine.
Could you imagine if we found a way to harness the energy of all of these?
That would be amazing. If you can already get this kind of sensation from just one, having all 5 of them. What you said about the multiverse, that's no longer a dream.
No, it's not. Wolf, I'm going to leave this in your capable hands. I'm going to start working on some redstone plans. I got some ideas for how we can harness this energy fully.
Yes.
I'll talk to you in a bit.
Make some plans to expand this, for sure, let me know. I can make sure the arrangement of the resources needed.
And our dreams of world domination, of ending magic.
Yes.
Will be true.
Science will prevail.
Science will prevail. Alright, guys. So, for most of this season, we truly believed that this wall was a magical creation. And now, after seeing everything with Wolfman and JT earlier, and with working with Wolfman today, I don't think that's the case. I honestly do believe that this entire time it's just been harnessing science and not knowing what it was. And I'm going to prove it. And when I do, I'm going to eradicate all magic on the server. It won't exist because magic is just science and redstone is science. And if that's the case, that would make me the most powerful being on this server. No more chickens, no more magic, no more pranks, just Doozer.